Stay tuned to the WB's new Tuesday for scenes from next week's episode of Dawson's Creek. On the next Dawson's Creek, a forbidden romance.
The guy with the brown hair and the throbbing neck muscles. That's me.
No.
A mother's infidelity and the son who's last to know.
How could you not say anything?
I was trying to be your friend.
A hidden past finally revealed.
Come on, don't you ever wonder why 2 months ago, why I suddenly come to live up here?
An all-new Dawson's Creek, next Tuesday on the WB.
Hi guys, welcome back for yet another live watch along on Balloon Head Productions. I'm your host, as usual. My name is Marcel Nostroza, and tonight I'll be watching Dawson's Creek Season 1, Episode 4, entitled Discovery. If you guys haven't been here before, this is how I do my watch alongs. In just a moment, I'm going to turn off my camera and go to my copy of Dawson's Creek, which is on the American version of Hulu. Once I'm over there, I will start counting down from 3. And when I say play, if you choose to watch at home with me, whether it's on American Hulu or with your own copy of the show, once I say play, you guys at home, if you choose to watch along with me, that's when you would press play. So we would be all synced up. So you guys can watch the episode with me. So with all that being said and out of the way, as I bring my microphone a little bit closer to my face there, I'm going to kill my camera and then switch over to American Hulu for me, and then I will start the countdown. All right, guys. So in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, guys. So this is starting out with a short video telling you obviously what happened last week between Pacey and Tamara. And if you guys missed it last week, they did the do. So I'm interested to see what dynamics, what tension that might create between them. And also, this big storyline is hanging over the show like a bat that needs to be released. And the storyline that I'm talking about is the fact that Joey knows that Dawson's mother is having an affair with her co-anchor. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play into this episode. Great way to start out this episode. And of course, Dawson is the ever clueless Stunad in that he is pining over a lovely, lovely girl. He doesn't notice what's right in front of his face, just off to the right for me. Of course you did. Also, I love how Joey is written in this season. That every snarky comeback she has for Dawson when he starts pining over Jen is well thought out. It is insightful, but it just hits in a certain way. And that really tells you the caliber of this. Holy shit. What is that? Oh my God. Uh-oh. I love how the director does a push in as he waits for the characters to catch up to the to catch up to the revelation that the audience already knows, and it's just so great. Uh-oh. So what do you guys think the tea's gonna be at Capeside High tomorrow? Or do you think that Dawson and Joey are gonna keep this to themselves? I swear to God, one episode, I'm gonna put in my DVD so I can hear the right fucking song. I hope if you're watching along with me at home, you are enjoying in my misery every time this song comes up. You know what? It's a catchy song, but I still don't like it. It doesn't fit. Of course, I was questioning how long they were gonna hold the tea, but that wasn't very long, was it? And of course, Dawson, Jen, and Joey don't know that Pacey's the guy who is doing the do with Tamara, and that's why he's so inquisitive about it. Sexual repre You know what? You know what? He's he's possibly not lying. You know, despite how I don't despite how I am not a Jo uh, despite how I am not a Joey and Pacey fan, I have to admit, even in this season, their chemistry just pops off the page or pops off the screen, as a matter of fact. Oh. Uh, Also, I feel that this is, like, an underrated relationship in Dawson's Creek. Is that just me, or does everybody love Jen and Grams as much as I do? Also, this is good storytelling set up by the writer for the big reveal later on in the episode of why Jen is there, and I wonder how it's going to affect a certain character in the story. Of course, all this dialogue stings that much more because we know what Miss Leary is hiding from everyone. And of course, here's Pacey going through VHSs. Kids, back in the day, depending on how old you are when you're watching this, back in the day, we actually had to put tapes into these things called VHS players, and these tapes weren't always rewound, so we had to press this little button on the machine, thingamabob, to rewind the tape and then play the movie. We just didn't have 100 movies available at at the tip of our fingers. I probably sound like an old fogey at this point. Also, I really appreciate that the first person that Pacey comes clean to is Dawson. It makes sense 'cause Pacey and Dawson are best friends, so it makes complete sense. And the penny drops. And her life too, don't forget. Shock? Disbelief? I think at this point, Pacey is, Dennis Hoffman in The Graduate, if he wasn't at the end of last episode. Of course, always the loyal and honest friend saying that Pacey did fine when all he had to look at was an over the shoulder shot. He couldn't even see Pacey. The only thing he could see is Miss Jacobs is Miss Jacobs' face. But like I just said, he's a loyal friend. And sometimes that's more important than than giving your friend the absolute truth in situations like this. And of course, this is the moment when Joey's secret is gonna drop, the secret that she's been holding over him for 4 episodes. She's passive aggressive because she wants something else, and you're just an idiot for not saying it. And they are getting shaky. They're being seen in public too much. Look at those dagger of the look at those dagger eyes that Joey has for Bob. Ooh. I wonder why she's saying that. See, this is Grams judging a book by its cover, and it's really, really unfortunate. Um, but you kind of understand it because Grams is that, Old Testament religious kind of person, religious kind of individual, I guess. So it makes sense that she would react like this. Sounds like it. Ooh, at the that's a great capper line to the scene right there. I swear to God, this is not like, you're so panicked about possibly getting caught and your relationship with your teacher being found out, and you go and do this? How smart is this? Like, just a couple scenes ago, he was panicked, and now he's so what is he I'm not sure. What what do you guys think about this scene? What do you guys think about this choice by Pacey? Do you think he's just not thinking clearly? Also, this is great storytelling because this is a precursor to what happens to their relationship in the end. It's great foreshadowing by the writer of this episode. That's what a that's what a naive person thinks. That's a good shot. She gotta do ADR. They have to do ADR. Because he's insecure and he always has a fear that Jen is gonna understand that she has better options, possibly. Be cool, boy. Be cool. Mhm. ADR. Woo! 99% of filmmakers in the world are perfectionists, so don't feel so bad, Dawson. And there it is. Dude. Why am I laughing? I have no idea why I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing? I'm not laughing. I'm excited. I I am excited for where the story is going to go now that the cat is out of the bag and that Dawson knows that his mother is having an affair. That Dawson knows that his mother is having an affair with the co-anchor. So that's what the laughing is all about. But I am not a monster, guys. That was just like a true reaction. That's why you're here, right? You wanna see true reactions from me, though. You're not gonna be that person, sweetie, and that's his person. Skeevy, here's where she's gonna have to tell him. Well, in her defense, that is true, but her not telling him makes him hate her more now, so in a sense, it was a lose-lose for her, because if she would've told him earlier, he woulda hated her earlier, and if she waited, this would have happened. That's a great crane shot, pushing away from Joey there. So, do you guys think that Tamara's a big flirt? 'Cause I'm starting to get that impression. She's kind of right. I forgot about this scene, I forgot about this. Finality, I like that. Also, I kinda like how Dawson gets the double whammy in this episode by getting his getting the affair revealed getting the affair revealed that his mother's having with the co-anchor and what Jin is about to tell him here. So he gets him from both sides in this episode, which is really unfortunate. But it's a great way to progress the story forward and move everything forward at a nice clip. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that absolute truth between 2 friends is what you need to make a friendship work, or do you think that a friendship can work within the gray areas in certain situations within a friendship? What do you guys think? Comment down below to anybody who's watching this, which is probably nobody. Honesty is the best medicine after all. See, and the other thing that this confession by Jen does is this destroys the perfect image that Dawson has of Jen in his head. Like he at this point has kept her up on a pedestal, but by her telling him this, that perfect image of her gets shattered, and he probably takes her down from the pedestal that he has her up on. He doesn't look okay. I think right now he's pretending to be okay. I think with everything that has been laid at his feet in this episode, he is trying the best to stay afloat. So he is functionally going through a disaster. And that is reinforced by the music choice. Great shot. Great dissolve. And Pacey is dying by 1,000 cuts here. Dawson, don't do this, man. Also, this really shows how immature Pacey is. So, despite his bravado and his posturing towards Miss Jacobs, like his no, I mean what he's saying does make sense, but actually, this isn't really smart either because the hallway is full of students, and this is not a great way to have this is not a good place to have this conversation in at this point. Yeah, this is not. Oof. Yep. And this is where Pacey falls on his face. It's not gonna work. No, he's not. I think it's disappointment or disapproval. It's funny how Jen reads the situation like a book and nails it right on the head. And, and the giveaway that she nailed it right the giveaway that she nailed it right away on the head the giveaway that she the the giveaway that Jen nailed it on the head is the fact that Dawson didn't have to that is the fact that Dawson didn't say anything. Sometimes sex and romance go together. They're not they're mutually exclusive half the time. That's it. That's it. Doesn't exist. See, this episode really sums up all the storylines that they have running at the same time. That was very, very efficient storytelling by, uh, the writer of this episode. Also, I love the establishing shots that Dawson's Creek has selected so far. I mean, granted, I am biased because I love the show and I love North Carolina, but still, I love that. It's not. God damn it. You can't do it now. You cannot do it now. Let your emotions take a reprieve, sonny boy. There you go, there you go. Eat the pain in this moment and take care of it later. Is this the first true powwow Joey and Jen have this season? That's actually meaningful and is not just Joey throwing clever, passive aggressive jolts towards Jen's way? No, but you can't wait forever, sweetie. Wow. I think Joey likes the foxhole by herself, if I'm being honest. I'm 35. How dare you? Too. Oh, nicely done, Miss Jacobs. Nicely done. It's a really interesting story how Kevin and the writers handled this situation because the only reason that Jen's grandfather doesn't wake up earlier is because reportedly Kevin and the writers didn't know how to wake him up. They they couldn't think of like they couldn't think of a medical reason for a guy that has been out for as long as he has to just wake up and then magically be okay. Oh my god, Sarah McLachlan, aka she's my favorite artist of all time, guys. I love Sarah so much. Listen to but dude, you can't sit in misery forever. You need your friends here. Very dramatic, and the reason why I would know that is because 'cause I'm dramatic. And that could be an indication of what? Oh my god, is he gonna get a clue right now? Wait, stop the presses. I wouldn't say so, my friend. That's a good question. Who would you guys take home, the date or the wife? I would go with the wife, but I'm biased. I love Kitty so much because of the show. To me, oh, look at the tension in the air. Subtext about life does make you tired, guys. Take it from somebody who knows that all too well. That is so sweet. You say that now, but wait to see what happens. I'll be there to wait to see what happens. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for my watch along of Dawson's Creek, season 1, episode 4, entitled Discovery. Well, if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me to watch this episode. I really, really hope that y'all had fun. If you have any theories about this episode or anything that you want to say about this episode in the comments below, write me what you liked about it or what you didn't like about this episode. But just real quickly before I go, if you guys want to hear me talk about movies from a writer's perspective, I do have this podcast entitled The Mixtape Podcast, and we are available on YouTube. We're at youtube.com/The Mixtape Podcast. So go over there and subscribe and give us some love. But look, again, thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this episode. And I hope anybody who tuned into this video had some great fun, because you know I did. But with all that being said and out of the way, as I often say, until next time, I'll see you when I see you.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.